So, it's been a while. Possibly a long while for some people.
Quite a while.
But I thought to myself, I should get back into this.
We're coming out of retirement, Al.
And why not start with something everyone's been looking forward to, and which actually released in October of last year.
Mega Man 7, finally. My Let's Play of it.
Oh my god. We're finally getting into the 16-bit era.
Finally, we have more than 8 colors on screen at a single time.
That's disgusting to me. The complexity of modern games confuses me. I bet it even has shoulder buttons.
Since when did Mega Man turn into a cop?
Let me show you Unity.
Well, I mean,
Nah.
Lobster, Mega Man was always the blue bomber. It was just kind of assumed he was a cop.
So is the text changed? Do you know that?
No, this is all just standard Rockman 7 opening text. I bothered checking.
So why do you show it to us then?
Because I liked remembering Mega Man 7 when I played it. It was a good game.
Mega Man 7 is a really good game.
Oh, this must be Dr. Giroux's lab.
Though actually, it is interesting that he did edit this one cutscene. And it's just one edit that he made.
Huh.
He has the robot turning on sound play 8 times instead of 4.
That's
That is
cute.
the one edit.
So are the first 8 bosses unlocked immediately then?
Yeah, he just puts that in.
I see. I mean, that's nice.
I always love how in the old Mega Man games, everything's like kind of weirdly cheery and optimistic, and then you have stuff like this.
Yeah, the building looks like it has its brain exposed.
I have not played Mega Man 7 since like 2004, I want to say?
Well, that'll be perfect for Rockman 7 EP to blow your mind.
Erotic roleplay Rockman 7.
I see my Mega Man 7 Let's Play folder has last been modified on the 4th of November 2018. So that's when I last played it.
Perfect. But here's our 8 Robot Masters, and there's a few edits, maybe. We can count all of our E-tanks and lives and beat calls. And you may be wondering why this game decided to start us with 2 E-tanks and 2 weapon energy tanks. And there's a good reason for that. This game is horseshit. It's very pretty, it's very fun, but it's horseshit.
The prettiest horseshit I've ever seen.
So let's start with Shade Man. Just because I like his level the most.
Oh, you came in through the chimney. Now I get it.
And we have walked into what may be familiar to some people if you're interested in the other old platformer company.
That's
For those who
cute.
didn't know, it's Castlevania.
Yeah, this whole thing is actually going to be a sort of best hits of the original Castlevania game.
Ooh.
We have candles, and they do indeed drop essentially hearts, big and small. And one of the systems that he's actually added to this game is that you actually have 56 health instead of 28. But the extra 28 is only available if you get a healing item while you're at full HP, and it'll drain over a period of time. Does the same thing for your weapon energy as well.
Okay, so overshield or whatever?
Yeah, pretty much.
Interesting.
Does the same thing for your weapon energy, so you can just kind of spam some things really easily.
So is the wall chickens?
There are no wall chickens as far as I can tell, but then again, I may simply have come in with the wrong weapon.
Immersion ruined.
Simon, you know Mega Man doesn't eat.
I'm figuring if this is Mega Man, it would be, well, what? What's the Robo Chicken in this series?
E-tank?
Tanks?
Yeah, E-tanks, I suppose.
Yeah.
We have our Medusa head stand-ins.
Well, I love it so far.
And the bats, they don't work like regular bats anymore.
They just hang out on the ceiling.
Kinda, as long as you don't give them enough time to get involved.
Huh, that was a
And these things just kind of bat your shots away.
It looked like you took damage there for getting crushed instead of, well, instantly dying.
Yeah, that's how those works now. Most things that used to kill you instantly in the original don't kill you anymore.
Yeah, that's good.
It even used to kill you instantly in Castlevania.
Instant death in a lot of these games is just kind of like... takes up your time, makes more tedious.
Well, I mean, back in the olden days, it was all based off arcades, and that was still the arcade mentality. Oh, and enemies can inflict status effects on you now.
I mean, that was kind of nice, actually, because otherwise the knockback might have killed you.
Yeah.
Pro strats.
They also bounce.
Oh.
We have physics for some of our bullets now. And now we have our first kinda dumb segment if you don't know exactly what's going to happen.
Is this going to fall?
No.
It will indeed.
Ah, the classic bridge. Oh, that's really annoying.
So the other thing about those little flicky guys is that they will also fling you backwards if they hit you. Which is why you can just take a hit and then immediately slide past them.
Oh, that was big.
Whoa.
And now it's time for our first mid-boss, Pumpkin. He's a lot different now.
Oh, wow.
Now normally, if you were a fool, you would decide that you need to stay on top at all times, but he'll actually target you if you do that. However, if you stay on this second platform, you can kinda just do this the whole fight.
Damage boost your way through it?
No, actually not damage boosting. If you're down here on the bottom, on the middle rung, he can't actually target you all that well. Whereas if you're up top, he'll automatically start targeting you. As you can see, that one on the right starts moving towards me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks hard to dodge. Like, they're coming so fast from the top.
Yeah. The nice thing is, though, is that they take extra damage from the Buster, so you can just kind of pellet them to death.
Okay, so I guess it compensates for the fact that your weapon doesn't have vertical coverage?
Yeah. The other thing we've got now is that now we have the poison effect that he bothered programming in. As you can notice, we've got a boss health bar on the right, and if that fills up to the top, you will start taking damage.
That's nifty.
And the thing is, it can stack, so the more of those skulls, the more extra damage you start taking. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I'm fairly certain it goes up to like 9, but I don't think it's possible to live long enough to actually see that.
Well, you could just munch on a bunch of E-tanks.
I did that, I got up to 8. And it was still filling, so I'm assuming.
Can't you just cheat your health up?
As far as I can tell, I don't want to bother doing that quite yet. Well, I might later.
I quite like this segment though. It looks pretty good.
Just watch the screen fill up with bars. Whoa.
Whee!
And that came up with our free weapon energy tank, so I guess maybe that was our wall chicken.
Ooh, vertical way.
Oh, this segment. This is stage 5, right?
Yep.
I noticed that you have a checkmark icon in the bottom right whenever you get a checkpoint.
Yeah, that's actually pretty nice of him.
Yeah, so you still haven't gotten one for this segment then, because I didn't see one pop up after the slime climb.
Yeah, not yet. It's the checkpoint for this one is still back at the start of the slime time.
Yeah, it's Toxic Tower actually. Bad reference. Bad reference.
Oh no, we're doing Donkey Kong Country 2, just not right now. And this is Crimson Joe.
Oh
Crimson Joe is a fucker.
Okay.
But he's weak to birds, so we can just get a free E-tank out of killing him. Or other senders.
Didn't seem very free to me.
He's easier depending on what weapons you have, but he takes a lot of damage, blocks most attacks, and can actually tackle you from off-screen.
Whoa.
And here's our Clock Tower segment, and this is actually a really bad platforming area. This game is not made for moving platforms at all.
Ooh.
We've got all our pendulum climbs. As long as you keep your wits about you, it'll be mostly fine. Just don't do edge jumps, because most of the time you'll just fall off.
I mean, that's one way to implement the wretched scrolling of the Castlevania original.
Oh no.
I mean, it's a bit nicer with the safety platforms on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, surprisingly.
You promised me horse shit. What is this? This is far too
We're not there
generous.
yet.
Oh, so it's the boss then?
Show me the horse shit.
Well, there's that, but
Oh.
now we can fly up, and then we have this. Let's make this jump.
Stop.
That feels like the 61 FPS Bs in that one Donkey Kong Country 2 ROM hack.
Oh, we'll be seeing them later. But now time for our first boss, and since this was a Konami production, what's the other good game they're known for?
Metal Gear Solid.
It's time for Gradius boss fight, and he does indeed have options. You can actually destroy his little laser firers, but they don't really stay dead, so there's no point.
Oh, okay.
I was like, he can't mean ghouls and ghosts because that is actually horseshit.
When you were talking about other Konami games, I was thinking Metal Gear stuff, but that's a bit more contentious. Unless you're talking about Metal Gear Rising, which was not actually developed by them.
I played 5 a lot, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So his difficulty doesn't really come from him having all that many moves. He only really just has the ripple noise shot. However, he can have about 12 separate setups for his options, so he's actually able to cover a lot of ground.
I think it looks manageable enough, like the water actually helps, so that's nice.
Yeah, he does actually have a super mode that will change up how he works, but the thing is, in this game, super modes actually seem to activate at under half health, but it seems to be on a timer. So sometimes you'll have it the second you actually hit them to half health, or you'll have it when he's nearly dead.
Oh,
There it is.
And now he has essentially a giant square of coverage.
Now it's slightly darker.
I mean, you're managing well enough.
Okay, so does it ever reactivate, or is it just once it runs out?
I haven't seen it reactivate, but that could be simply because I killed them too fast.
Was it a demo?
Yeah, actually. They showcase what your weapon does before you use it.
That's actually really nice. So far, I like it. Where's the horse shit?
Well, this was the first level. The first couple ones that we actually play are going to actually be fairly nice for what they are.
Ripple noise.
For a second, I thought the game had voice acting.
Ripple noise has the fun effect of doing extra damage if you let it get up to its main size. So it actually is a long-range weapon rather than a short-range one.
I thought Ripple Noise was an evocative name for a fart.
I think they made that joke in one of the Gradius games.
Well, is it also a reference?
Possibly. But what on earth would a ripple noise be good against? What does Gradius beat in this lineup?
Probably popping bubbles? That would be too easy. Ha! Maybe I should start designing ROM hacks. Maybe I should not.